Hello, welcome back to another video. I'm excited to be recording another video. I'm getting used to kind of how it is to content create, to hold a camera and to record. Today we are in Ninh Binh, Vietnam. It is our last day here. We are about to get a bus to, I think it's Hue. I don't know how to say it. I should because I'm going there, but we don't for now. So the word is on the screen. That is the name of the place I'm going to next. It's near Hoi An, I know that. So Da Nang and Hoi An in Vietnam, South Vietnam, is kind of where we're going to now, which is where more of the flooding is. But anyway, right now we are on a very nice walk. We're in the middle of nowhere, walking just to kind of explore what is around. There's some lakes and some lovely greenery. So I'm going to go on a walk with no plan. And let's see where we end up. And it is bright. Wow. We have a lovely Patagonia t-shirt on that I bought very cheap here in Vietnam. If you haven't been to Vietnam or you haven't been to Asia, a lot of the shirts in Asia are very cheap, and a few brands are very well known around Vietnam. The North Face is another well-known brand, and obviously Patagonia. So we have a lovely blue one on, small rucksack there. That is the North Face, and then the North Face bag that you would have seen from the last video. But besides from that, we are here taking a nice little walk. The sun is out. Oh, I must talk about the sun quickly. It is amazing. The sun is finally out. I'm so happy that it is bright, that it is shining. It's been raining for the last sort of 3 days. It's been a little bit bad for weather in Vietnam. It was really nice in Halong. And then I left and came to Ninh Binh, where unfortunately it was raining quite a lot, but it is now very sunny, annoyingly on the last day as I'm about to leave. But that's okay. The sun is out, and that is all that matters. So we're going to enjoy the sun today before I jump on the bus. So we're currently heading down a random trail. I have no clue where this leads to, but we're going to explore. We have some lovely, lovely scenes here on the right, and sometimes that is all you need. Just a little bit of nature. Immerse yourself into nature by yourself, with no plan. So, talking of plans, I am currently trying to decide what happens next on my trip. We are slowly heading to South Vietnam. I am in Ninh Binh, as mentioned. We will then go to Hue, or whatever you say, however you say it, Hue, then to sort of Hoi An, explore there for a few days. Then I'm thinking Da Lat, which I've heard is quite nice. Then potentially on to Ho Chi Minh City, and then finally the Mekong River Delta before we move into Cambodia. As for what happens after that, I'm still trying to figure that out. Look at that, are they ducks, birds? Lots of nature out today though. That is the plan. I think Cambodia next after Vietnam. As for how long, I'm thinking potentially 2 weeks in Cambodia. But I'm currently trying to figure this out with the weather. That is one thing that has taken me by surprise as to how much you have to think about. It is the weather. I can't help but wonder what used to be there, or what that once was. It looks like it's sort of left to fall apart now, and just go with time. We have quite a nice temple behind this bush, or not too sure what that is. Look at that. See, that's why I love walking. Pretty nice. Pretty nice photo as well if I took one right now. So yeah, weather is something that I really have to think about. Obviously it is beautiful today here in Ninh Binh, but south is not great for weather. I think I'm going into more rain, annoyingly, but that is fine. It is warmer generally. It's been quite cold here in Ninh Binh. Really surprised me how cold it can be. That is a pterodactyl. Do you see the size of that bird taking off there? I don't know, that's huge. Anyway, yeah, been quite a lot of rain in Vietnam. It's meant to be the best time to go to Vietnam, but unfortunately there has been storms and lots of flooding, so we may not get the best experience that you can get in Vietnam, but as mentioned before, we're in Vietnam. That is the main thing. I was then going to think about Indonesia, but the weather there is not great. Indonesia is currently in its rainy season, and the Philippines, I think, is in a similar position, impacted by flooding and also lots of rain. So Two places I would love to go to, really, but I'm not sure if now is the best time to go there. I think I will still visit Indonesia, even if it's just for a couple of weeks. And no, I will not just stay in Bali. I do plan to go to another nearby island, as I think Indonesia is just truly beautiful. And then potentially India. I have considered Sri Lanka too. So if those are your countries, let me know your thoughts on whether I should go there and what I should do when I'm there. As I say, we are currently trying to figure out what goes next. It is a little bit windy as well on our walk, so I don't know if it's sounding the best. I think you can still hear me okay, but there's a little bit of muffling in the background. Should have got my windbreaker out, the little accessory that goes with my microphone, and should have tried that. But yeah, very peaceful walk here today. I have been sightseeing and exploring other areas of Vietnam, but today is just more of an easier way to record some content too. And to show you that it's actually really easy to go on a walk in these countries. Some places are easier than others, and you have to be careful in certain countries and certain places. But I've learned in Ninh, it is actually really easy to go on a walk. Hopefully there are no farmers around here that want to shoot me for walking on their land. I'm not interested in anything here though. And also everyone in Vietnam is lovely, so I doubt anyone is going to shoot me today. We've opted for the hat and the sunglasses for the moment. It's quite bright as well, so I need to be able to see. We're currently heading towards the road, I believe, so going to look at Google, see what there is. I know there is a lake nearby, so I might head to that lake actually. I think we'll do that, but I'll check Google anyway, and we'll continue the walk there. I think now's maybe a good time to share the truth about solo travel. A lot of people are terrified by the thought of travelling on their own, and I want to share a little bit to give you some confidence, because I think solo travel is amazing, and I think everybody should consider solo travel. Solo travel can be lonely, and it can be scary going into a country you're not familiar with. And I think it does depend on what country you're going to as to whether you should do it solo, and how much experience you have as to whether you should do it solo. It does take a bit of time to get used to solo traveling, but I believe with some experience and small trips, you can build confidence if you are lacking confidence. It's very easy to build confidence and to realise that it's okay to solo travel. It is okay to be on your own. And I think a lot of people need to learn to be on their own. That's something I think the world is struggling with everywhere in this day and age. People seem to struggle with being able to do things on their own. A lot of people have become reliant on other people. That's just my personal opinion. And I think it's really good to have confidence in yourself and to know that it's okay to be on your own at times. Solo travel is not actually as lonely as you think it is. Again, it does depend on what you're doing when you're traveling, where you are, how many tourists are you with. I've been thankful that I've gone to some really good hostels. I've done some research obviously as well, but I've gone to hostels where a lot of tourists go to as well. So I've met a lot of really great people. And for a lot of my time in Thailand, I wasn't on my own. Here in Vietnam, it's slightly more on my own, but I have met so many people, and I don't regret any of what I've done. I really am enjoying solo travel, and I think everybody should give it a go if they can. If you ever have the money or the funds and you want to explore a country, do it. I think you should do it. Again, do some research, make sure the country is safe to go to, that you can be on your own, be aware of the country and what you can and can't do. But I think if you are considering solo travel or waiting for a friend, then you'll be waiting a very long time to be able to go with somebody. If you want to do it, and do it on your own, and realise that it's okay to do it on your own. Little motivational speech for the day. I'm now heading back towards the road, so we'll now see if there's anything else nearby that I can walk to. There definitely is. I mean, just looking right now, if I just stop, you can see those terrains, those mountains look amazing, and I can head somewhere over there. So let's try that. I will just say actually, while I walk through, that this is the main tourist area in Ninh. I have explored beyond just this area actually, but there wasn't a whole lot to do. This is definitely where a lot of the exploring is. Lots of kind of tourist heavy shops and stores. Yeah, so it's good to experience a different area of Vietnam. Very different to Hanoi, that was chaos and things everywhere. Different to Halong that had beaches. This is a much more quieter town with some nice scenery nearby. But this is the main area. I must have walked down here 3 or 4 times. Probably way more actually. I have California Love by Tupac stuck in my head right now. So I'm trying to talk whilst I listen to that. So the walk continues. We've made it to the area that I was definitely considering doing. This may be an activity that I regret, but I have explored a lot of Ninh Binh now. This is, look at the mess of the boats. This is sort of a boat tour, I guess. Here's an example right in front that you get people that you know can take you on a boat ride down the stream. We're going to walk alongside the stream down here. I was here yesterday, so I do know about this place actually. But it's right in the heart of the tourist area of Ninh Binh. So we're going to walk down alongside this river and see what everyone else is seeing, just except I'll be on land as opposed to them being on a boat. Also, this is only, I think it was only, what, 350,000 dong to do this boat tour. I don't know how long it is, but I believe it does go the same way that I've already gone on separate tours. I did do a bike tour, so I explored on that. Then obviously in my previous video, I explored on a bicycle as well, and went to the cave. So I have seen a lot of Ninh Binh, but this is also something that you can do. Lots of boats, they're still continuing. I've spent money kind of on other things besides just the activities. I have eaten well here. It is quite cheap for food here. Burritos, for example, so cheap. Could never get that back home. So although I do like to immerse myself and try the local food, sometimes it is just nice to have some Western food because it is also so cheap here. And again, I don't get that at home. So to be able to have a burrito for £1 or £2 is something that I'll probably not be able to do for a while. So yeah, had to jump on that and spend some money there too. But look at the views today. Again, the sun doing its thing, the unpaid actor. Absolutely amazing. We have a few buses here as well. This is a karaoke bus, the local bar, open in the evening, and you can listen to music and sing along. So that's also quite cool. There's some lovely seats and benches too. So some really good spots to just sit and enjoy the nature and the scenery. Because again, as someone from England, I don't get this often. In fact, I probably don't get this at all. And it's very expensive to get something like this. So that is why I'm enjoying every moment being here. And just sometimes just sitting like right there. We're not going to, but I could sit right there. It would just be amazing. Sitting by a river, watching people swim past on boats. And to show you where we've come from. Let's continue. Again, I have absolutely no plan as to when to stop and where to go. I do think I will probably carry on for the next 5 to 10 minutes. But before I do, let's just stop here and take a look at these buildings. Are they abandoned? Unfortunately, that is a part of Vietnam. Areas that used to inhabit people just left to overgrow. Sad, but again, that's the life of some of the places in these countries. Another thing that blows my mind, they use their feet to paddle sometimes. Look at that person in front, right there with the umbrella, sat rowing with their feet. It's crazy. I just find it amazing, some of the things they do here. Look at this, like, he's got a seat and he's just sitting on it and he's just using his feet to row. I could never do that, but amazing. Yeah, this tour is so tempting. So very tempting. But I think, again, I've got a bus to catch tonight, which is still quite far away, but just going on a small walk, I'm quite happy with. We've spent quite a bit of money here in Ninh Binh, so today is going to be more of a nature walk. Just explore a little bit one last time before I jump on a bus for 12 hours. And this is an overnight bus that I'm doing. So I go overnight, I get a seat that kind of reclines backwards, a seat that kind of lies down, allows me to have a sleep. I don't know how well I will sleep. I hope I sleep well, but you never know with these buses. The route could be really bumpy. So we will have to see. The views are just amazing. Such good weather. So I'm glad I'm making the most of the sun today. Again, I don't know when I'm next going to get the sun, so every time the sun is out, I've got to be out. So it looks as though I can't really continue the way I was going. We have to go over this bridge, but we're just going to stop and take a view. Yours? No problem.
Thank you.
Come in, no problem. Come in. That's my good deed done for the day. Just dropped his mangoes or oranges, so I helped him pick them up. But yeah, fantastic views and little things like that. That's all I want to do today. Let's zoom in. If you're ever in Ninh, I would recommend this activity, and I've not even done it. Sitting in a boat with somebody paddling, a local as well, so quite a good activity to do. I mean, again, using the feet, crazy. Wow, Vietnam, you are very impressive, I have to say. I think we'll go right here. I want to head towards, stay near to the lake, the river, but I don't know how easy that is. Yeah, some nice views up there. Perhaps this is the way to go. I mean, I should look at Google Maps, but let's try and stay away from the phone. He says as he records the whole trip. But it's for you guys too. And it's also for me to look back at when I'm back home or I'm in a different country and I want to think about Vietnam. I can look back at my YouTube videos and the content I post on Instagram and just laugh about the good times. Hidden Rock Tamcock. Sorry, I need to reread that. Hidden Rock Tamcock. Okay. Don't know what that is. I want to make sure I'm not going into somebody's house. Oh my god, they scared the living daylights out of me. Chickens. Fantastic. This is really looking like someone's house. We'll walk until I'm like 90% sure this is a house. It said Hidden Rock. Yeah, I think we're at someone's house. Oh well. Nice walk though. Check out the spot that we currently have. This could be a thumbnail, you know. So I think this is a good opportunity to end the walk here. Thank you very much for joining me. If you enjoyed and you made it this far, thank you. Please consider liking and subscribing if you're not already. Or leave your thoughts in the comments if you have any suggestions or things you want me to do or places you want me to go to next. Always open to ideas and suggestions. Great to see the subscribers slowly going up as well. I think people are enjoying the content and enjoying exploring the world with me. That's all for now. I will see you in the next video very, very soon.